Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade, and this is not Advanced Warfare. I am not trying to trick you. I have not gotten to play the game. Apparently, I'm not on the cool list. I didn't get invited out to play in San Francisco, or to ship me abroad in a UPS box or a FedEx box to go over to Gamescom. But the reveal happened today, and I watched it. And the thing is that my initial thing was, oh my god, what are they doing? It's Advanced Titanfall Battlefield Mech Warrior Madden combo of game. And I'm like, holy shit. But I haven't played it yet, so I can't come to any real conclusions. But what I can come to is that it looks extremely fast-paced. And it looks like they did what we've kind of been asking for. And a lot of people complain about the new Call of Duty every year because it's like, it's not like the old ones. But then, like, when they come out with one that's like the old ones, they're like, they're just rebranding it. Oh, it's just the same Call of Duty with different skins. It's like, dude, what do you want? What do you want out of the new Advanced Warfare? And what I think they're giving us is just a completely new, different type of game. I think it's going to suck. Sorry. I think it's going to be fun. But at the same time, I think it's branching off away from Call of Duty so much that it's not going to have the same Call of Duty feel. But that's fine, because I think that a lot of people are sick of Call of Duty, but we want to keep on playing Call of Duty, if that makes sense. Oh, let me kind of explain also. Here's the thing. It looks really complicated. Like, the whole game looks extremely complicated. It looks really, really fast-paced. It looks like it doesn't really take too many bullets to kill people, which is fun, I guess. But at the same time, for, like, the old Call of Duty heads, I kind of want the ability to outmaneuver or outgun people, and I don't think you're going to have that in this game, which is kind of sad. This is all based off the multiplayer reveal and off of, like, Optic Midnight. She posted a video of her actually playing it, and it looks fun. But at the same time, it looks crazy. The whole nano suit or whatever it's called, where you like jump up in the air and you can strafe in the air and all this kind of stuff. And the only thing, I'm going to show it to you right here. Hopefully I'm not going to get like copyright flag for this. But look at this shit. So, looks like either a maniac or just a dude with a knife, big ass dude with a knife, that's probably me, running. And then all of a sudden, the dude jumps, jetpacks, goes behind him. The ultimate ridiculous turn on. Now, I don't like Call of Duty super complicated. Right here, this gameplay, this is from Black Ops 2, and literally what's going on in this gameplay is I like to go through my prestiges without firing a bullet. A person from my live stream was actually dropping a B-23R with a tack knife. I was picking it up, getting kills with it so I can unlock kills, so I can actually use it for creative class without actually firing any bullets. And a lot of people are going to be like, well, why don't you just go into a gun game? They just give you that. Because for whatever reason, it doesn't count for gun game kills. Like, it just doesn't allow you to unlock progression. And that's about as complicated as I like to make Call of Duty. And so this new one looks overly complicated, but at the same time, let's look back on the history of these multiplayer reveals and how a lot of times when they reveal this stuff, you're just like, okay, that's crazy, that's going to be a game changer, but later on it ends up not having any real effect on the game. Most recently, Call of Duty Ghost. When Ghost, the multiplayer, came out or whatever, everyone was big hyped up about Cranked. Now I don't think anybody actually plays Cranked. It doesn't really matter. In Black Ops 1, there was the camera spike. Everyone was freaking out about this camera spike. Oh my god, campers are just going to put up a camera spike, and like, oh, it's a rearview mirror of camping death. And just like, no one really used a camera spike. Modern Warfare 2, it was the Semtex kill at the very, very end. It's like, okay, well, we use Semtexes, but it's not really like a game changer. It's still Call of Duty at its core. I'm actually positive about how they've implemented a whole lot of new things. I think I want to find out what the whole, another thing they revealed is the co-op kill streaks. I.e., if you're in like a chopper gunner type thing, your buddy can like just be like, let me ride shotgun on that. Let me just ride off your backpack. I doubt that that's going to have much bearing or impact on the game. Watching multiplayer, I'm actually going to link you to Optic Midnight's video. Tell her Blade sent you. You can watch some actual multiplayer, like an actual match. It looks really, really fast, and it looks like that Rambo mode that the last time we really saw that was from, I'd say, Modern Warfare 2. But Modern Warfare 2 was craziness. Like, that's, to me, that's what's fun about Call of Duty, and a lot of people are like, well, you know, why do you knife? And there's a multitude of reasons, but one of the things is that if you play as much Call of Duty as I did or do, you kind of want a challenge. It looks like this game is going to be interesting for a while, to the point where I almost thought about, dude, maybe I should just like play it like a normal person for like 6 months and like learn the game and really get into it, and then later on try to do the knife only thing. Because it looks like there's just so much stuff going on that to bring a knife to this space age fight just might not be the thing to do. But who knows? Again, I have not played the game. I did not try to mislead you with the title. Just kind of like my thoughts and randomness about the Advanced Warfare multiplayer reveal. Congratulations to everyone that actually did get invited out. I'm not salty. I'm just saying that's awesome that you guys got to play it early. A person asked me, he's like, oh, you just want it for views. I don't get views anymore. I actually want it to be able to, because I'm a Call of Duty head, and play Call of Duty early would be epic. ONLYUSemeBLADE, peace and butt grease. Mouse click. So, Advanced Warfare. Which version am I getting? Which version should you get? This video should help you kind of make that decision. Before we get into this, let's do a little brief history about the Call of Duty regular versions, hard editions, prestige editions, so you kind of get a basis of what some of the terminology is. So this is a normal peasant version of Call of Duty. This is actually a regular, $60 version of Call of Duty Ghost. We all know this stuff, right? Bam. That's just, if you just want to play the game and that's it, go ahead and get that. You can either pre-order or you can just buy it. I'm sure they're not going to run out of copies that day. Now, the next step up, usually, when you're picking one, is a hard edition. This is a Modern Warfare 3 hard edition. It was $100 when it first came out. It included the game, obviously, and it included a lot of extras. Like a lot of extra random stuff. But the main thing that it also included was the Steelbook and the map packs, the season pass. If you don't know what a Steelbook is, this is a Steelbook. Okay? It's a little bit harder, it's just a little bit nicer, better little case. I actually have the special edition of GTA that comes in a Steelbook. Bam. So, with a hardened edition, usually, what happens is you get the season pass, you get the Steelbook version of the game, same disc, and then it also gives you, a lot of times it gives you a lot of little extras. But those are the main things. Steelbook, season pass, cool box. And then, what they also did a lot of times is they had what's called like a Prestige Edition. This is a Prestige Edition of Call of Duty Ghosts. I.e. a Prestige Edition is everything that shows up in a Hard Edition, plus it usually adds like some kind of item. This year they did this, they added like a 1080p camera. So, you get the Steelbook, you get all the stuff that you get in the Hard Edition, plus a camera. So, each item of Call of Duty, it ranges from just Peasant version to Hard Edition to Prestige Edition. But Advanced Warfare is doing a little differently, and let's break it down, and then I'm going to show you kind of my dilemma, what should I get? So Advanced Warfare, they have similar options, but they tweaked it a little bit this year, and I think it's a little bit douchey. What you're seeing on the screen is the Atlantis Pro Edition. Now, there's 3 editions. There's Atlantis Limited, there's Atlantis Pro, and there's Digital Pro. When I click on Digital Pro through the website and like I call around, apparently I cannot find Digital Pro. So that might be different from you, but so we're mainly going to be looking at the Limited versus the Pro. The only difference between the Atlantis Limited and the Atlantis Pro is the Atlantis Pro includes the Season Pass. So if you want all the cool stuff out of a special edition without the Season Pass, go with Atlantis Limited. If you want everything, go with Atlantis Pro. So I'm going to quickly run down what goes on in an Atlantis pack. Obviously, the Season Pass is part of the Pro, not part of the Limited. You also get Atlantis bonus map multiplayer. Yes, Pipeline. I don't get that one. I don't understand it, because Call of Duty 4 didn't really have a bad map. Pipeline's not a bad map, but it's not a great map, so I don't get why they decided to make that. Maybe it's because the exoskeleton jump Halo shit that's going on. Maybe that's why they figured that's a good map for the multi-level stuff. But you also get that. Now, just a heads up, usually when they give a map like that out, later on down the line, a couple months down the line, they'll give it to you for free later on. So it's like an exclusivity thing. So don't think that if you don't get the pack that you can't get it. Normally, later on down the line, they'll end up giving it to you. They did that with Nuketown, Zombies. They did it with Free Fall on Ghosts. They'll tend to just give that map away later on down the road. You get 2 weapons. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. I don't give a shit about the weapons. Sorry that I'm not the source for the #1 source for weapons in Call of Duty, but apparently you get two weapons that you can use in the game during multiplayer. An Atlantis exoskeleton. That pretty much means it's just like a special edition version of the suit that you actually use during multiplayer. A helmet, a player card, 5 bonus supply drops. Here's the thing, guys. All these little things are not they're not going to release something that makes you better at the game or have an unfair advantage over someone that didn't purchase it, okay? That's what headsets and monitors are for and good internet. But these things like the helmet, the player card, the supply drops, I mean, those would be kind of cool. I remember when Modern Warfare 3 came out, they had a thing where on the side of Doritos bags you get double XP or whatever. It's kind of along the same lines. It's not game breaking, but it's just like a little added bonus for you getting that thing. A single player exoskeleton upgrade token. I've talked to a couple people and they said that this is for when you play single player, you get a little bit of a head boost or start or something. The Welcome to Atlantis Advanced Manual. I had this in the Modern Warfare 3 edition. It's basically a cool little artwork manual. It's not going to help you play better or anything like that, but it's going to help you just be cool. Just be the coolest kid on the block. The Steelbook, which is something we already discussed. And the official Call of Duty Advanced Warfare soundtrack. Because nothing says cool as you bumping Call of Duty in your car. So let's look at the prices, okay? And we're just going to look at the limited versus the pro. And we can look at the regular version. Regular version, $60. Okay? You just get the regular version. You don't get any of that extra cool stuff. The limited version is actually $80. So for an extra $20, you get all that stuff on the side. All that stuff I don't really see any value in, except for the steel book and the cool box, just to have some nice stuff, right? And obviously the soundtrack's probably worth some money, but I don't really see a value in it. But then the Atlantis Pro is, you include all that with the season pass. And the Atlantis Pro is $120. So if you really look at it, $60 for the game, and then another $60 will get you the season pass. That's if you buy them separately, right? So by doing that, then you get all this other cool free stuff. But here's the thing, though. You have to think, what do you value? What do you value? Because me personally, I don't give a shit about the soundtrack, the little extra skins, the cool little packaging. I don't really care, okay? The thing that I care about is the game and the season pass. So in theory, what I could do is I could buy the peasant version of the game for $60, and then I could buy a season pass later on. And that would only be $110. I'm actually saving $10, but I'm not getting all this other stuff that I don't necessarily care about. This, of course, is all personal opinion on what you care about or what you want. But I just think it's kind of shitty how they did that. So what I'm going to probably end up doing is I'm probably going to get the Atlantis Pro because I'm a sucker, and just have everything and be a cool little box. I like collecting these cool little boxes. But it's really kind of up to you. So actual breakdown of what it is. So Atlantis Limited, all the stuff. Atlantis Pro, all the stuff plus the season pass. The season pass is normally $50. If you purchase the map separately, it's $60. And before I did this, I actually gave GameStop a call, and I asked them, I was like, if I order the Atlantis Pro set, do I still get the day one? Because there's this day zero edition where you get Call of Duty a day early, and they said yes over the phone. Now they may be wrong, I may be screwing you over, but really we have 365 days of Call of Duty before the next one comes out. So is a day really gonna just kill you? So ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace and butt grease. Mouse click.
Hello, Drumlart. How are you doing? We are streaming some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Me and ONLYUSEmeBLADE. We're trying to get to Level 49, we're getting kind of close, so we can do the shooting knife thing. You know, Blade does the only knife only thing. We're trying to get 1,000 viewers. Right now we have like 400. So help us make Hitbox history. Hit the link in the description and come watch some Advanced Warfare. Link in the description. Love you fuckers. Oh, and for a chance to be absolutely awesome, hit that like button.
Got my account back, but they labeled it like this. Aww. Terrorists win. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and I'm super pumped, super Team Martin excited. Yes! I got my PlayStation Network original ONLYUSEmeBLADE gamertag back. Guys, this is a search and restore. This is off the either the Xbox 360 or Xbox One. I'm going to be live streaming, definitely getting on that PS4 hype. My stream was so kind as to help me out, and we got a PS4 together, guys. It's awesome. Anyways, so let me just quickly explain. I started on PlayStation. I started on the PS2. I started because my roommate got a PlayStation 3 and Call of Duty 4, even though I told him to get Fight Night. Probably told the story a million times. I kept on playing, and long story short, I'm sitting here talking to you still to this day, talking about some Call of Duty footage. So, my original PSN, ONLYUSEmeBladeness, that is how my original, where it all started from, with the Hava capture card and all that craziness. And recently, my account got hacked, probably about 6 months ago. And there was a dude, and he was like, "Hey, bro, my friend has your account." And I was like, "No, he doesn't." I go to my living room because I was using my PS2. Oh, and this is sexy, okay? Even though I don't quite get the good start, watch this. This is some fucking sexiness. Can I switch it over to the UAV? No, can't do that? Okay, fuck it. So I'm going to go with the hot spike drone right to your face. Okay. And then we're going to get the jump. And here we go. Excal. Surprise! And then we're going to come up here and hit another spike drone right in the face. Nice little three-piece. I'm doing a montage, guys, but I don't think I'm going to use search clips because search clips aren't that impressive, especially when you get like 4 pieces and like respawns. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think search clips mean anything? Because like, a lot of times when you see search and destroy clips in montages, it's like, well, dude, what the fuck? Like, unless they're like these cool, like, homage trick shots, whatever. Anyways, so, got, this dude on Twitter is like, "Yeah, my friend has your account. He's willing to sell it back to you for $40. And I was like, swim in lava, you fruitcake. I'm not paying you money for something that's mine. It's just not, ooh, that was sexy. I'm not paying you money for something that is mine. And so I was gonna, basically people were like, "Dude, you can just call it PlayStation, just call it PlayStation." Fail. Just call it PlayStation and get on the phone with them and you'll be able to get your account back. Well, I went through that whole process and they had me read the serial numbers off the original PS2, which has like a red light of death or whatever. And the thing is, people are like, "Well, why don't you just buy another PlayStation?" It's just like, well, I don't want to buy another PS3, and I like the Fat Boy. Can we just all agree that the Fat Boy is just cooler? That piano finish, it's just a cooler system than the Slims. Everyone wants to support, you know, obviously the ones that they have. I totally get that. But, like, I like my Fat Boy, so if I am going to get another PS2, I don't want to get another PS2. I want to get mine fixed. So we're just going to go that route. So now I got the PS4 with my ONLYUSEmeBLADE, the original account that I started all this YouTube craziness with it. And two things. It feels good. It feels good. And I played on the PlayStation 4. My first initial gut reaction is I dig the PlayStation 4 more than the Xbox One. The Xbox One is sit down. Go ahead and kiss that skewer. The Xbox One, it just the what is it, the dashboard or whatever, it doesn't agree with Blade, but you know, what are you gonna do? But is which system better? I have no idea. I feel that the PS4 is just a smoother, cooler, funner system, I guess. And I had some fun. I'm gonna do some live streaming. Why are you in the water, Blade? Why are you taking a bath, bro? We got a search game to do. And then watch this bullshit. So AFK guy, nice. Get that skewer on him, beautiful. And I'm gonna get the skewer on him, right? What? Look at this. Look at that BS. Chris Smooth reference. BS. That shaved his. If he had arm hair, it would have been shaved off. God damn. So the other thing that I'm really pumped about is that whenever hackers or thieves or basically pieces of shit. Whenever pieces of shit don't prosper and like the good guys win and the terrorists don't win, that's like super awesome to me. That's just, I get fucking excited about it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, because this dude was like, hey, you can buy your account back for $40, like he's holding it ransom or something. I'm like, no, you stole my shit, you're not gonna sell it back to me. I'm just gonna get on the phone and deal with the whole process and get my shit back. So we're gonna super fast mode the rest of this game, and let's have a moment of silence for the nerds that think that hacking PlayStation accounts and hacking Twitters and hacking stuff is like, you're like doing anything, because you're not. You're a fucking toothless virgin. So whoever you are out there, suck a dick and die. And everyone else that watched the video and enjoyed yourself, peace and butt cruise. That's a 12-3 in the Search and Destroy on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The porn star of the day is whoever hacked my account, their mom, who's getting bukkakied. Bam. Mouse click. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. I apologize if there's some background noise. Next door, they are pressure washing. Let's get right into the news. How do you get your news? That's like a question I'm asking, because it used to be there was like 3 TV channels. It'd be like Fox, or 4, I guess. Fox, CBS, NBC, ABC, right? Those were like the 4 main ones. And that's how people got their news, and that's how people got their information, right? And then we brought the internet in with this whole concept of, hey, we can just Google any fucking thing we ever wanted to know ever about anything, right? And which is awesome, but at the same time, it's one thing where you have too many options. Have you ever gone to a restaurant? And I know this sounds like fucking privileged America problems, but have you ever gone to a restaurant and it has like a million things on the menu? And you almost get a little mad because you're like, man, I don't know what to fucking get because there's a million things and they all look so fucking good. Like, you ever been to like the Cheesecake Factory and their menu is like a Bible, right? The reason why I'm bringing up that analogy is because there is a million different ways that you can intake your news. There's a million different ways that you can intake information with the internet and a billion channels on cable television, okay? And what it's caused this thing where we have to go through so much fucking information, like on a day-to-day basis, like our intake of information, that we literally have to judge things by the cover or by headlines or whatever, to the point where we don't actually fucking read articles. We just read the headlines and maybe skim through it, like speed read it, because there's just too much information to fucking take in. If we wanted to try to take all of it in, it's impossible. So what I notice that I do, and what a lot of people do, is that we take a group, or we take certain people that we trust or kind of trust, and we go, okay, that person is going to give me the news, or it's going to give me the information I need on this particular topic. Every day on YouTube, I don't know why I fucking click on whatever the drama alert video is, even though I really don't give a shit about what's going on in the community. I don't know why. There's just something about the fucking drama alert that when a drama alert video pops in my sub box, I click it. I don't get it. I don't know why, but I do, okay? And then there's Philip DeFranco. I don't always agree on his opinions, but like there's information there. The Daily Show, Sports Center, and then maybe the local news in the background, right? So I have all these different things. There's so many different options. You can read blogs, you can listen to people do commentaries, you can listen to people do vlogs on YouTube. You have so many different choices on how you input the news. And what I mean by that is, like, most people, I think it'd be very harmonious. I don't know if harmonious is a word. I think it'd be very harmony inducing for you to literally not give a shit about what's going on in the world, okay? Like, you're kind of focused on yourself. I don't really give a shit what's going on in the world, but I'm a human being. I'm on Team Human, and so even though not all the players on Team Human are fucking good people, for the most part, I would like to know what is generally going on in the world. But the thing is that now you can kind of form your own little news entourage of yes men. And the reason why I'm saying that is because entourages are a funny thing, okay? Like, when you think about entourages, especially, like, people with big egos and they have an entourage, okay? A lot of times, it's just these people that are laughing at jokes that aren't funny and, like, co-signing and really, really just acting like, dude, you're the shit, and I'm fucking lucky to be around you. So, yeah, you're awesome, buddy. And it's like, that's super unhealthy. I think like a good friend will be like, bro, you're fucking up. Or, don't act like that, dude. Shut the fuck up. Like, those are good friends, okay? People that are just yes men are not good fucking friends. But I feel, is that really a Hitler a Hitler thing? That's crazy. That was in the video. I make these videos, and in the videos I stab people. And I'm actually watching this. I don't know if people still do. So, the last part of it is that one quality that I have is the ability to go, wait a minute. Hold up. Stop. Refresh. Because you can get so comfortable and so numb to things that even ridiculous things that you know aren't, like, if you were just be presented with a ridiculous situation, like, let's say you had a roommate that pooped on the floor every single day. Well, after about 6 months of that, if you were to actually deal with that for 6 months, and when he would do it, you wouldn't even notice it. You'd be like, whatever, just don't step in the poop, and maybe get a better diet, you know? But if someone coming into this situation with fresh, clean eyes, and they're like, dude, your fucking roommate's shitting on the floor. And you're like, oh, he just does that. I personally never want to be so comfortable or so numb to how crazy the world is to not be able to say that it's crazy, if that makes sense. Like, I never want to be in a situation where I'm just like, oh, that's just how shit is. Well, fuck it, I don't know. That's just how the fucking cards got dealt. And, you know, I got a roommate, he shits on the floor. I don't have any roommates that have ever shit on the floor. And it's really bad because I really just went back in my whole catalog of roommates to make sure that never happened, but that never actually happened. And the point of this commentary is to kind of open your eyes to realize, are you intaking information that you want to hear, or are you intaking information that you need to hear? Is the news and information that you take in from the internet and from TV and from radio, is that informative? Or is it disguised informative news that's actually just entertainment? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace, and butt grease. Mouse click. Only use me blade. Finally, the time has come. I'm here. I'm in the great state of Washington. Quick little backstory. Super fast mode. This is A-dub. I love me some A-dub. I don't know why. I feel like the people aren't really digging the A-dub. I like it. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I really, really like Advanced Warfare. It's really weird because I seem to like the Call of Duties that a lot of people didn't really feel. People say, where does A-dub rank? COD 4 is obviously #1 Call of Duty of all time, in my personal opinion. Then after that, Black Ops 2 is my second favorite, and A-dub. But A-dub is, every day, it's kind of squeaking, trying to overtake the Black Ops 2. That's just my personal opinion. I might be in the honeymoon stage. I don't know. I'm like 7th Prestige, knifing only. But I love this game. I really do. Anyway, so, as you guys know, I had moved to New York about 2 years ago to do the Bad Kid Cast. Real life videos, and I had a good time in New York. I had a good time in Buffalo, but at the same time, my chi was all off, so I made a conscious decision to try to get back to the great state of Washington, the evergreen state, Seattle. Boom, Seahawks. Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. I don't care what anybody says. The Pats ain't doing it. That's my personal. It's not really a prediction. It's just fact. The Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. And if you're not a Seahawks fan, I understand why you would not like that, but it is what it is, man. Just deal with the facts. Seahawks are winning. So, while I was in Buffalo, I wasn't able to look at apartments in Washington. I wasn't physically here. So, and A-dub was coming out, and A-dub for a Call of Duty commentator like myself is like tax season for accountants. So, when I got in the Penske truck and moved all my stuff from New York to Washington, I literally stayed at my mom's. It was kind of odd being a 31, now I'm 32, person staying at my mom's for a hot second. But it was just temporary. Started looking for places, was doing the A-dub, streaming, making videos. You guys know that I've been making videos since I've been back here. Big, huge, long process. Huge, long, ridiculous process in order to get my place. It's whenever you rent from a private organization or whatever, they want a lot of stuff. I ended up actually having to pay several months worth of deposit, first and last. These checks, these background checks, all this stuff that had to get done in order for me to move in. Finally, where there's a will, there's a way. Finally got in. I'm in my new place. The last thing I'm waiting on is internet. Debating on either going with Fios or Comcast. Probably end up going with Comcast because actually the speeds are faster on Comcast. Go figure. Anyways, so yeah. So that's pretty much the basic thing. I am finally in my place. And a lot of people are like, Blade, make the YouTube vids. And I'm going to be honest, man. Like, I have been doing a lot of streaming. And I've been getting so much love on the streaming as far as like viewership, as far as just people coming out there and just that positivity hype. And I just have a blast streaming and it's fun. I literally look forward, super fast mode, to taking care of all my little daily duties and then just sitting down and stream with you guys. I totally dig that. Actually, once this video is up, I'm probably going to be streaming. Boom. So, and then as far as the YouTube goes, I feel like whenever I lately when I've been posting up the Ruthless, say that then, 15 kill streak with a knife, man, I wanted the DNA bomb. I really wanted the DNA bomb, bro. I'll talk about DNA bombs in a second. But I haven't really been receiving the love like I used to on the YouTubes. But I think that with consistent uploading and actually giving you guys a reason to watch is going to help that. Go ahead and get skewered. But, oh, he ended my streak. No. Never got a DNA bomb, man. But anyways, I'm going to be doing more YouTube videos. Definitely be on the lookout for that. But I have kind of turned more into a streamer than a YouTuber. But that doesn't mean go anywhere. Stay. Get comfortable. Take your bra off. It'll be fun. Super fast, but the DNA bomb thing, man. You know what's really weird? I don't really get mad at Call of Duties except for Call of Duty 4. And the reason why is because I love Call of Duty 4. And I'm not like in love with the other Call of Duties. But I'm starting to really, really like Advanced Warfare. And I've said this before, every single time that I die, I feel like I could have done something different to avoid that death. Never got a DNA bomb, never got a chem strike, never got a fucking nuke, never got any of that stuff. Obviously, if I'm playing a game and I'm on a nice little streak, I'm going to maybe play a little bit more cautious and go for it. Because that would be fucking sick to get a DNA bomb, and knifing and stomping and skewering only. But just never quite got that. On COD 4, I've gotten many of high gun streaks. I actually recently got like a 26 gun streak on COD 4 that I might upload. But it's shooting, so I'm always weary to upload shooting stuff. But I think that a lot of people are like, Blade, we don't care. We don't really mind what's on the fucking screen. As long as there's some mention of boobies. And as long as there is your commentary, that's all you need. 29-4 with the knife. Gommel, get on my level. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace. Butt grease. Porn star of the day is Take This, You Ball Whore Guy. I want to interview him. That'd be awesome. Anyways, peace. Bye. Mouse click. Only use me blade. Only. What's up, guys? Only use me blade, and this is a search and store on the A-dub. I've been playing lots of A-dub. Obviously, I've been streaming, but I'm gonna get back into the whole scheme of things. I got my channel back, obviously, from my previous video. I want to talk about karma and why karma is important, and why I think that things always work out for me. And I'm not doing this to fucking gloat or boast or show off. I'm just showing you examples of recently how karma has kind of helped other people. And the thing with karma is that, double sit down. The thing with karma is that if you do things that are sick, like double spike drones, which I think that spike drone hit him off the fucking gun. I think it bounced off the gun. Woo! Got him, coach. if you do nice things to someone or for someone, even if it's a complete fucking stranger, that person might not help you out later on, but it's this forward, pay it forward situation that kind of happens. I'll give you two examples of things or where I've kind of gone out of my way. I'm not trying to like say, oh, look how noble of a guy Blade is. When I was in UMG Orlando, we were walking to the Red Lobster, and there was a wallet, and it was in the street. It was just in the parking lot. And I picked it up, and I was like, dude, that sucks. Someone lost his wallet. Looked inside. There was no money, but they had like a social security card, a bunch of work IDs, and like an identification. And the guy lived in Orlando. And I was like, okay. Keem was in a situation like, well, that sucks. And I was in a situation it's like, okay, well, I got some time. Let's figure out how to get this back to this person. Let's figure it out. So the process that I went through in order to get this gentleman his wallet back, he was, I believe he was about a 20-year-old dude. And I looked on inside, checked his identification. Then when I saw that he lived in Florida, then what I did is I got him a phone, my mobile, and I got on Facebook, and I did some searches, and I found him on Facebook. So I instant messaged him saying, hey, dude, you don't know me, but we found your wallet in the parking lot. Because he had lots of interests like MLG and competitive Call of Duty and stuff, I figured that, and it was right across the street from the event, I figured that he'd be at the event, so I brought it back to the event. I even put out a tweet saying, hey, anybody that knows this guy, hit me up, please. I want to get him his wallet. And what ended up happening is I ended up giving it to hotel security, explaining the situation, saying, hey, this is his wallet, blah, blah, blah. And about 4 days later, I come to find out that the person that lost his wallet finally, Spectrum, skew it, finally found out that, that he got super fast that he got his wallet back. And I'm like, okay, that's fucking cool. I'm not expecting anything from this person for getting his wallet back. The reason why I do is it's a little bit of a selfish reason, but the reason why I do that is because maybe later on I might be in a situation where I'm in a fucking tough spot. And what would be really cool is if a fucking random stranger who was somehow able to help took the time out of their day to help, a random strange person, I didn't know this dude that had lost his wallet. If I would have just like walked past that wallet and did nothing about it, it really wouldn't have affected my day-to-day life. But I think in the grander scheme of things, if I didn't do that, then maybe because of the way karma works out, I could be in a situation where I really need some help. I might be stranded on the side of the road, or I might be in a certain position where, a random person would need to help me out. So it's kind of this whole process of paying it forward, making sure that, you stay positive energy, and, do things for strangers, and also do things for your loved ones. But do things for strangers that if you look at yourself from an outside position, if you were in that same position, wouldn't it be fucking awesome if that person would do it for you? And don't keep score, because I think that when you do nice positive things and try to keep score, then you're doing it for the wrong reason. Just do it in the hopes that if something like that would ever happen to you, maybe someone out there would do something nice for you. Yesterday, as I was coming home, there was a pretty butch lesbian, and I'm only saying that just to paint you a picture, and she was using a coat hanger trying to get into a car, and I asked her, I was like, hey, so what's the situation? She's like, oh, we clean out the apartment the units for new tenants moving in. We're on a schedule, and I locked my keys in the car, and this is just a nightmare. And I was like, okay, well, I have AAA. I can call AAA, and we can get your things popped, so that way you don't have to pay for a locksmith. Because if you pay for a locksmith, it's like $100 or some crazy number like that. So I didn't know this person, but I took care of them. This isn't me gloating or be like, look at me, I'm so noble. That's not the point of this, okay? The point of it is, hopefully, if you're ever in a situation where you can help someone out when they're down on their luck, or just whatever kind of position, put yourself in their shoes and think, man, it'd be really cool. Because a lot of times we go through these stresses in life, whatever kind of stresses, and a lot of times you something that's really, really, really important, a huge stressful moment, it's not that important to other people. It's just really not that important to other people. And if you make it important when you're on the other end, when you're on a good note and someone's kind of feeling low, if you make that important, it works wonders. Because sometimes, you know, I might be in a situation where super fast forward, where things aren't going my way, you know, and that's just kind of the gist of the commentary. What I'm asking you guys, I'm not asking you guys to like the video or share it or do anything like that. What I'm asking is the next time you see someone in a predicament, if you have the ability to help them out and it doesn't affect you negatively by you helping them out, go ahead and do it. Not only, it's kind of selfish because it actually makes you feel better, but also it kind of keeps the karma train going along. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Let's get that mouse click. What another person eats doesn't make me have to take a shit. That is a quote. I don't know who came up with that. Don't ask me. I don't know. I've heard it through the years. And it's actually kind of brilliant if you think about it. Because what other people do really shouldn't affect you. What they intake doesn't make you have to poop out your butthole. In the crudest sense of the word, okay? I don't know what it is, man. But, like, first off, I don't even like saying the word stream or streaming or Twitch. Those are, like, apparently bad words in the YouTube world. Because, like, it's like YouTube crowd and Twitch crowd is separated. Some of you guys are on both, but for the most part, it seems like it's really separated. And the YouTube crowd doesn't like the Twitchness. So, like, if I'm making videos, people are like, "Dude, I wish you would stop streaming and just make more videos," and vice versa or whatever. So it's like the potheads versus the drunks. I don't get it, but I'm trying to cater to both. Obviously, I wasn't making videos there for a while because of my channel being terminated. I literally couldn't upload videos, but I want to do a video today. But let's talk. I want to talk about other streamers and how it does affect me. Now, I will not be naming names because that is not what it's about. It's not about negativity hype over to other people. Sit down. It's not about negativity hype to other people. And I'm kind of glad that a lot of these other streamers suck at streaming. And what I mean by suck at streaming, I'm not saying the way they have to do it is the right is how I do it, because, you know, I do it my own way. You know what I'm saying? There's some streamers that literally the whole show is their performance in the game, whether they play Call of Duty or League of Legends or whatever, okay? Some of it is literally like a podcast where you listen to multiple people just talking, okay? That's cool and all. And if someone pulls in a lot of viewers, obviously those viewers make a choice to whether if they want to click on that person. And sometimes people even do subscriptions to the people over on Twitch, and people do fucking donations. Be like, "You're such a cool dude, I'm going to give you money just for the fuck of it," right? And I've noticed, like, I know this sounds really crazy and like I'm somehow egotistical, but like, I want to watch one of my streams as a viewer. Okay? And a lot of people be like, "Well, that's weird." I'm like, no, I want to know what my stream is like from the viewer standpoint. And they're like, "Well, why don't you just watch the video on demand thing that they have over on Twitch?" And I'm like, that guy finally went down. And I'm like, "Well, no, I want to watch it live." Because to me, streaming is all about the live thing, at least for me, okay? I don't the whole replay portion of it where people can like rewatch something, like sometimes I'll click on someone and it's a replay from the day's stream earlier. I'm like, that's cheesy. But also, I think that there's people that like they have this thing where they're like, "Well, I'm streaming, so I just should get viewers." Like there's like this sense of entitlement that they should get subscriptions on Twitch. They should get donations on Twitch. They should get viewers on Twitch. They should just get it just because. And if they don't get it, it's a conspiracy or it's the little guy being put down or whatever. And that's not the fucking case, man. And some of these other guys and gals, they have the situation like, I'll give you an example, okay? I'm sitting in bed, I'm tired. Obviously, I'm not going to stream because I'm tired. I'm about to drift off, you know. And thanks, threat. So, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm going through the people I follow on Twitch, and I watch them for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, this is fucking boring, man. This is fucking boring. And I would never allow it to be that boring on my channel. I want to always be exciting. I always want to fucking mention what's going on. I'm talking like their chat is fucking flying and the guy's not even responding. I'm just like, this is fucking stupid. And I'm not going to name the name of the Twitch person, okay? I'm not even going to name the game that they were playing. They weren't playing Advanced Warfare, okay? This person was sitting there playing, just kind of chilling, just mindlessly playing video games. And it super fast went up. And it got to the point where people started subscribing, which is totally cool. I don't hate anybody's hustle. I have subscriptions on Twitch as well. The little subscription thing pops up saying Angel Come 420, whatever the person's name was, just subscribed. And this person literally kind of like raised an eyebrow, looked, be like, oh, someone subscribed. Right on. And then went back to just playing. I'm like, what? That person just fucking is supporting you financially, trying to show support to you literally with money. You know what I mean? Like, and then that same person that subscribed donated $80. And you know what this person said? It's like, oh, you could have made it the even hundo. Jeez. And that was it. And just went back to playing. I'm just like, you should be so honored to have people be like, you know what, dude, you provide so much fucking entertainment, and I was bored, and I love you. So here's the thing, I'm just gonna give you money, dude. That is an insane concept, but what's more insane is that you wouldn't be fucking excited about it. Now, I'm not talking about fake excitement. I'm talking about fucking just have a fucking soul. Just think about it, man. These people are there. You should be so lucky to have fucking viewers. And the shitty thing about it is if the reason, here's how it affects me, man. Here's how it affects me, okay? And a lot of people be like, oh, bud, you're just jealous or whatever. And it's like, no, I do just fine on my stream, man. Well, how it affects me is you're clogging up the fucking interwebs, man. You are clogging up the fucking interwebs. And what I mean by that, man, is that if someone, let's say a newcomer, right? Let's say a newcomer comes to Twitch. And they're like, okay, well, I really like Advanced Warfare. And they click on Advanced Warfare. There's going to be the top guys and the middle guys and all this other bullshit. Well, let's say you run a fucking good stream that's actually enjoyable, where you talk to the people and you fucking, the hype level's there. And, like, you're enthusiastic and it's like, it makes you actually want to watch an actual entertainment, right? You can't find those. Because there's a million motherfuckers with a capture card that are just sitting there, I think I need some more gamma. These guys are tryhards. My internet sucks. Oh, this is bullshit. That's not fucking entertaining. And you're clogging up the interwebs, man. Like, there's one thing about the fucking internet that I hate, is the fact that there are boring people clogging up the interwebs. People that, like, honestly, you should be blessed, man. If you're able to stream, you have one viewer. You should be so fucking excited and blessed. But the thing is that as soon as fucking money came into the situation, man, and I'm not gonna lie, I like money, and doing YouTube and Twitch is my livelihood and stuff like that. I feel fucking blessed. And honestly, people act like they're fucking coming in and hitting the fucking thing on the clock. And it's just like, dude, stop. If you don't fucking love it, stop fucking doing it, man. It angers me, dude. It really, and it shouldn't anger me, man. And you guys know that I'm a fucking chill person, and I try to stay in my lane, focus on my own thing, man. But it really gets fucking frustrating. It really does. It really does, because I think that there are people that have made income off of this, that do this every single day, and they don't love it. And that's what fucking irritates me, man. You're taking up space. Get out of here. Scram, kick gravel and travel. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry for going on a little rant. I wanted to come out with this cool, calm, and collected, but it needs to be fucking said, dude. I wish that there was a fucking census across the board of everyone that made gaming videos on YouTube and everyone that streamed on Twitch. And we'd have a little fucking interview process, and there'd be a person in there, and they talk to them, and then they get to decide, man, do you love doing this? Are you giving people a reason to fucking watch? Because if you are, you're just taking up fucking space. That's all it really is. So that's how it affects me. That's how what other people shit make me what other people eat make me have to shit, if that fucking makes sense, dude. I'm fucking tired of it. I think it's bullshit. and step your game up, man. You should be so lucky to have people that want to come in and watch you just play video games. That in itself, you know how crazy it is that for almost 6 years I've been uploading videos to YouTube of me playing Call of Duty. But you know what? Here's a good example. I'll give you a good example. A lot of times people ask me, hey Blade, do spike drones show up on the minimap? I went into a private match, shot them on the minimap, they didn't show up, and that was that. And I was like, okay, I'll make a video about this. And I go in, put my stuff into Final Cut, and I'm like, okay, here it is, here's the video. And I try to commentate it. It literally was 42 seconds long. And I'm thinking like, you know what? Fuck that. That's not a fucking video. That's not a video. And uploading 10 fucking videos a day or streaming for 12 hours, but just acting like fucking punching a time card, it's like, just stop. Just stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get into trouble. I fucking ran out of video. I don't know, I'll probably add another game on here or whatever. But yeah, man, like... Peace and buckers. Only use me blade. This is Urban. Team Deathmatch is part of the DLC. I kind of sat on this game for a while, but this happened during my stream, and it was pretty fucking epic. I used 2 capture cards, one to record, one to stream, so we can make sure my YouTube people are taken care of without that overlay stuff. I get it. I still do the YouTube videos, and obviously I wanted to make a video of this game because it's the DLC and the new DLC hype and something fresh and something new, and I understand that my PlayStation people are still waiting on it. I think it's really dumb the way they do it. And speaking of dumb and the way companies do things, I don't necessarily agree on how... Ooh, I'm going on a fucking tear. Blade's filthy. I don't necessarily agree with how companies do things. Everyone feels that they could be a CEO of a company and make the decisions on how things are done. But there's been a lot of stuff lately. Go ahead and sit down. There's been a lot of stuff lately about Nintendo basically going, hey, if you're going to use our game footage, we want to cut. And the thing is like, there's this knee-jerk reaction that I get that I'm like, that's shitty, that's stupid, we advertise your game, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of commentators and YouTubers and Twitchers and people that do this for a living or do this part-time or whatever, they're like, that's kind of shitty. But if you really think about it, it's not. It's completely the company's prerogative and option. It's not the smartest move, but I think that a lot of us commentators need to kind of step back for a second, or content creators, if you will. Oh, I'm going absolutely ham. I need to step back for a second and kind of be like, we should be so lucky to play video games and upload it to YouTube and talk over or edit it or do whatever we want. But we're taking someone else's work and putting our own spin on it and uploading it. Now, let's say, like, sometimes I talk during funny movies. Let's say I get really stoned and I talk during a funny movie. I can do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing, and I could probably, like, it wouldn't ever do it to YouTube, but it'd be kind of a cool little... I've thought about that before. Watch a whole movie and then talk during it and just make fun of it or whatever. Now, what I'm actually doing, I'm creating my own work, but what I'm actually doing is I'm taking the hard work of the people that made the movies and just doing it for myself. There's like, the video games is like $1 billion industry. It's right behind porn as far as like money spent. Okay? It goes porn, video games, movies. Okay? So, what we've been doing, what I've been doing for 6 years now, is taking Call of Duty and commentating and talking over or taking funny stuff or whatever, right? And uploading to YouTube, and recently I've been doing a lot of Twitch. So, the way that they looked at it is like, hey, all these people, they look at it as free publicity. Well, it looks like Nintendo isn't really looking at it that way. They're not going, oh, we're free publicity or whatever. But the thing is, a lot of people are getting mad and angry. It doesn't really affect me because I don't really play Nintendo. I used to play Nintendo as a kid, but now I'm an adult and I'm one of the cool kids that play Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm so awesome. So it doesn't really affect me because I don't really play Nintendo. I was thinking about getting a Wii U, but I'm probably not going to because the reason... So it kind of does, Nintendo, you were kind of affected. They lost a Wii U sale from ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Because if I were to make stuff, if one of the games that I would upload, if it fell under this thing where I had to go through this whole process of saying that's a Nintendo thing and they get a cut of the percentages and all. It's just a big headache that I wouldn't want to deal with. I want to keep playing, keep it simple. But I also at the same time understand that I kind of get where Nintendo's coming from, and I know that a lot of people don't have that same opinion. And although I do think that YouTube as a whole does make a huge impact on games, hell, Minecraft is the biggest game like in forever, and it was all based off of people playing on YouTube. That's what they got. So YouTube, I definitely agree, is YouTube and Twitch is definitely a venue to get games out and stuff like that. But at the same time, if you made a game and then people were just uploading it and making money off of it, but didn't give you anything back except for a little bit of exposure, then yeah, it's out of touch. But at the same time, that's totally what they're totally allowed to do that. And bitching and complaining about it, like, oh, I cannot make money off of this fucking video. It's just like, okay, well, then upload the money and give them the fucking whatever money that they need. Stop making it about money. Just start having fun, and the money will come in naturally. That's how I've always taken it. This is the Urban DLC, my PS3 and my PS Quattro people. I recommend getting this. The zombies is cool, and the maps are. I love this map, and I went on a rampage. I decided to share it with you, my peoples. So, ONLYUSemeBLADE. Peace, butt grease. In a comment below, man, let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think that was a dumb decision by Nintendo to say, hey, let me get some of that money you make? Or do you think it's, you think they're in their full right? Mouse click. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? I just recently got a notification, like I think it was like an email or something like that. It was like, congratulations, 6 years on YouTube. And I was like, what the that's crazy, man. Time fucking flies when you're stabbing people. Now, I try to think, what could I bring you guys for a 6-year anniversary video? What can I do? Do I reminisce on good times? No, man. I think I've been doing the nostalgia thing a little bit too much. Not living in the future. Oh my god, I died. Now, what I think I should do is I should give you guys an amazing gameplay. Because originally, from day one, that's what it was about. My first commentary was a mistake. I've said that before. It's the whole commentary thing. That's obviously, I've grown as a person and started doing commentaries, and I inadvertently, accidentally became part of a scene, which was the first group of Call of Duty commentators. PSN Cool PJ, Chris Trout, Hutch, Hex, XCal, Blame Truth, Pyro Puncher, that guy who camps. I mean, if I forget, those are just the names that come to mind. If I forget one of those names, I'm so sorry. But like, I think it's pretty fucking cool, man. It's not the coolest thing in the world, but I think this is dope. Fuck the commentary. This is dope, man. So get that guy up there, and then sit down. Get that guy, and then I'm like, oh shit. Get this guy, and the panic drive. Get away from my bubble. Get out of my bubble, man. Get out of my bubble. Get out of my fucking bubble. Let's watch that again with just audio. Boom! That's the first round that they won. It is now 1v4. Super fast mode, dying. And now the situation is a search and destroy game, and we are down 1-5. 1-5. So not only is this a 20 kill search and destroy game, which is something I've never had before. Well, it's a little bit jaded because it's Advanced Warfare, and with Advanced Warfare they have a lot higher rounds, and so obviously there's more opportunities for murders and kills. But 20 kills in a search and destroy game is pretty amazing. And then on top of that, we're down 1v5, if that makes sense. Basically, in order for us to win this game, spoiler alert, we do. In order for us to win this game, we need to win the next 5 rounds. And if they win a single round, game over. And then if that happened, then this video would never happen. And then people would cry in the streets, and there'd be crazy double kill. Oh, shit. But let's get that super fast mode. Nope, no super fast mode. Let's just skip it because it's a long video. So, god damn, that was exciting. So, 6 years on YouTube. I decided that I wanted to bring you guys an amazing gameplay because from day one, that's what it was about, man. It was about me uploading videos, and honestly, it wasn't even for you guys. I'm sorry to say, but originally it was for me to relive awesome moments in Call of Duty when I knife people, when I stab them. And it's been a crazy long journey, and these have been awesome chapters of my life. It's still going on, still going strong. But, you know, it started off with the Call of Duty 4, max account on that, get the ONLYUSEmeBLADE account, fulfill that thing, wanted to rewatch my stuff while I was at work, uploading the video as an accident, not as an accident, but uploading a video not so people can watch it, so that I can super fast mode us, so I can rewatch it. And then there was a video that didn't make sense because I had that shitty recorder, so I commentated, "Don't stab the host," and then it became part of the commentary scene. And then Machinima came around, and then there was this big craze with Team Noble, and with Team Noble, they pretty much forced Machinima to make it so that people can make money on their own personal channels instead of giving them to Machinima and Machinima Respawn. And then, you know, on to, you know, the Modern Warfare 2, then on to Black Ops 1, and then each game. And then there was some dark years where I moved to Buffalo to live near Keemstar so that we could do the Baggy Cast, which I personally think is one of the best podcasts in the gaming history. Some people say PKA, some people will say the Gentleman's Club with Pyro Puncher and XCal and all them. I don't know. It's been a crazy freaking ride. Now, obviously, I haven't been focusing on YouTube, but I still want to, you know, upload videos to YouTube, and I think it's crazy about how long I've been doing this. 6 years is a long time. You know what I mean? 6 years is a very, very long time to be doing anything, much less a dream job. And here's the thing. What is the quote? It's something about bliss or harmony isn't being successful is bliss, or some, I don't know, some shit like that. I fucked that up. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Originally, I was going to take this footage from my stream. I figured out how to make 2 Skype accounts, Skype myself, screen capture, and then have the video on my iPad using the Wi-Fi of my phone. I was able to go while I was streaming, like, you know, playing normal video games, but take you guys with me, take you on a ride, man. And I got into my caddy, pulled a little ashtray out, put the iPad thing right there, and I drove to Jack in the Box, and I got some food, and you guys in the stream were able to watch it. But taking stream footage, I guess is a big no-no, but whatever's. And plus, it wasn't really that, like, as I put it in the little video thing, it wasn't that cool. So I decided to give you some good old-fashioned search and destroy on the A-dub as the backdrop. No super fast mode, so it'll give me proper time to chillax with you. I want to talk about cars, man. What it means and the amount of freedom that it gives you, and that feeling, that accumulation of different things, man. My taste in cars is very, very unique. I like something that no one else has. And a lot of people will get their car and they'll fully customize it to be whatever it wants to be, whether it be with a stereo system or rims or fucking hydraulics or grills or ground kits, suspension, whatever. There's like a million different things that people can customize their car. Me personally, I always look at it like I want it to be natural. And what I mean by that is, like, when I see like Hondas, or when I see even like fucking like Benzes or fucking Nissans or whatever kind of car that people are into, and they put like these big ass rims on, I'm like, you look stupid. It doesn't look cool to me, man. Like, there's certain ways you can make it look right, and everyone's opinion is different. What I like in a car, someone might not like in a car. I'm never in a hurry to get anywhere. I've always been a fan of Cadillacs. I may have told you this story before, but I'll tell it again. The reason why I fell in love with Cadillacs is this. Junior year of high school, I'm at a house party. Now, before I get into this, I didn't drink. Drinking was not my thing. I didn't drink. I was a stoner. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Are you streaming?
I'm doing something with... Now I'm not. What's up, buddy? So sorry about that. Jesus Christ. That was my neighbor. He's actually really good with cars. And I'd asked him to take a look at my trunk, because my trunk's kind of messed up. But, whoa. How dare you interrupt the Sunday Chill Commentary session. But I'm back. Alright, so I was saying, like, I was at a house party, junior year of high school, and this girl was smashed, and she was on the phone with her father, and I was standing there, stoned, giggling, eating Tim's Cascade jalapeno chips, which are the best, and I could hear her dad was yelling so loud on the phone, I could hear him even though it wasn't on speakerphone, and you can hear him, he's like, well, put me on the phone with someone sober there. And so she looks at me and she's like, Rizzo, you don't drink. Here, talk to my dad. So I'm like, okay. So, talking to him, and he's like, listen, my daughter's drunk. She took my car. My car's my second baby behind my actual baby. So, what you're going to need to do is you are going to need to drive her here to my house, deliver my baby safely, give you $20, get a cab, do whatever you need to do to get back to where you need to be at. And I'm like, I don't really think. He's like, well, have you been drinking? I'm like, I haven't had a sip, but I was like really stoned, you know? And he was just like, yep, just get my baby here. She'll give you the address. She'll give you directions. Just get her home safe. And I'm like, why am I responsible for this? Why is this my responsibility? But I did it. Partly because I kind of wanted to bang that girl. So I thought that I'd be in good graces with her dad. So, I don't know. Like her dad's getting right permission slip for me to bang her. It doesn't matter. So, we go out there, and it is... I think it was an 84 Fleetwood. It was an old school, big ass caddy. And oh my god, those seats are so goddamn comfortable. I put the thing in drive and I was floating. And from that moment on, I was like, I'm on Cadillacs, man. I remember when I was younger, I remember when I was like 16 looking at cars, I was thinking about getting a GMC Typhoon, but I had a tough time finding one. Everyone was into BMWs at my school, so I always thought it'd be really cool to have a BMW, like an M5, which is obviously super expensive and I can't get. And I was always looking at these different kind of cars, man, but once I sat in that Cadillac, man, I was like, nope, I'm driving Cadillacs for the rest of my life. And I made that decision at like 17 years old. I made that decision, and I was like, because I look at it like this. If you're going to drive, okay, driving a big American luxury vehicle is such a good experience. I don't need to Tokyo drift around corners, okay? I don't need that need for speed shit. I get it. Some people really like the adrenaline. And sometimes when I'm in people's cars, like, this fucking goes, driving around. My stepdad was always into Porsches, you know what I mean? So I get the need for speed thing, man, but it's just not for me. So after that, I just made a conscious decision. I'm just like, I'm gonna get Cadillacs. I prefer Cadillacs. I enjoy Cadillacs, and if you've ever had the chance to drive, a lot of times when people have the opportunity to drive it, it's like their grandpa's car or something like that, because it does have the stigma of being something that only old people drive. And the thing is, like, I'm not talking about the newer Cadillacs. I'm not like the new Cadillacs to me are not what the Cadillacs that I love. I love the big body sedans. You know what I mean? And they took this weird approach where they're like, okay, well, if you want a big body sedan, you buy Escalade. I'm like, no, I don't want an SUV, man. I want a big ass car. I want like a limousine, kick your feet back, feel like you're floating, feel like you're sitting on a couch, man. I'll tell a quick story. I was actually fast forwarding several years later, and I'm in Seattle, and I'm driving my friends so they can drink, and I'm designated driver. And this one uppity girl, she was so fucking prissy. And she was like, when I pulled up to get them all in, because we had to go back to the east side, she's like, I'm not getting in that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a fucking Cadillac. It's kind of like that movie Scarface when, what's her name, Elvira's like, I'm not getting in that car. That's horrible. It's like, no, it's a fucking Cadillac, you know? Well, she got in. She was a little drunk. Got into the seats. Felt so comfortable on that leather in the back seat. Because the back seat's even nicer because it's more plush, and it doesn't get sit on as much, so it's just so comfortable. She got in there, she got relaxed, and she farted. But getting my car back from New York, like I said before, this is the first time I've not had a vehicle in a very, very long time. Since I was 16, I've always had a vehicle. I've always owned a vehicle. And, I mean, there's been, like, little stints. Like, my buddy totaled one of my Cadillacs, and I was without a car for, like, a couple weeks. And then I ended up getting the Yukon. But for the most part, I've always had a vehicle. And I love the whole ability to be like, you know what? I called up my buddy, Scott Q. Martin. I was like, dude, like, Scott's in Portland, I'm in Seattle. I'm like, dude, I could totally just drive there right now. And I love that feeling of that feeling that you can have of just total freedom. Be like, you know what? I've earned it. I have it. I own my car. Everything's good on it. I can pull it out. I can drive anywhere I want, you know? And it also kind of, there was a huge, long process I'm not going to get into of getting my car back from New York. I had to literally leave my car in New York. And getting it back, and then getting it insured and getting it registered, taking it to the oil change place so they can change all the fluids because it's been sitting out in the Buffalo snow for so long. The car's not perfect, but there's this part that's so awesome, and I'm gonna showcase it right here. And what it is, it's when I'm driving, whenever I go in front of businesses, there's mirrors, right? Not mirrors, it's just glass, but it gives the mirror effect, right? And I look at it, and it's like Tupac, picture me rolling. I look out my window, and I see what other people see. You use mirrors before you leave the house, or most people use mirrors before you see a house, not in a vain way, but so you can understand how you feel, or not how you feel, how you look. How are other people going to look at you? And I know a lot of people think that's a vain thing, but no, you want to make sure your hair's good. You don't want boogers. You want to make sure your clothes are clean. You know, no jizz marks, no nothing. And you know, you want to be presentable. Sometimes you leave the house, you're like, I'm just going to the store real quick, and I'm in fucking basketball shorts and this and that or whatever. But for the most part, you know, you look in the mirror. So what I realized from me purchasing the car, you have to think that my 99 Fleetwood, which I'll give a link to when I actually got that car, I got that from YouTube. What I mean by that is that money that I got when I purchased that car was strictly from monies that I made from YouTube for one of my first checks. And then I had put a sound system, and I put a lot of money into it, not mechanically, but I put a lot of money into that car to make it my baby. And then when I look at it, I'm like, that's mine, man. That's mine. No one else has this. This is mine. And paying for shipping to have it shipped from New York to Washington was not cheap. And, you know, having it parked at my mom's for a little bit because I went down to California for COD champs, and then getting it going and finally having it back home, having it with me. I realized that there's no amount of money or time that I spent would be too much for the mere fact of me seeing me rolling in my car and the mere what do I want to call it, the ability to drive it whenever the fuck I want, you know? How dope is that? How dope is that freedom that I have where I'm like, you know what? It's going to cost a little bit of gas money, but I'm in a position where if I wanted to drive down to Portland from Seattle, it's like a 5-hour trip, I can get in my car and take a road trip. And I think that's fucking dope, man. And I didn't realize the level of freedom that I was missing, because I could have drove Jill's car. Here's the thing, you guys don't know, I'm going to do a house tour eventually, but I live with a lady, her name's Jill, and she has her own vehicle. So she had her own vehicle, so if we need to go to the store, if there's ever a time where I need to go somewhere, it wasn't a problem. I could be like, hey Jill, I need to borrow the car, sure. And I just remember driving that thing to the gas station, right? And I drive that thing, and she drives a 99 Volkswagen convertible cabriolet. Total shit car, right? And I look funny driving it. I look ridiculous driving it. And I remember that as I pulled up, there was a pretty hot female that saw me and kind of giggled. And then when I got out, she was like, girlfriend's car? I'm like, no, actually I'm single. If it's then I stopped and I was like, I can't make a different impression on her. You ever realize that? Here's the thing, everyone talks about, you want to be liked by people, and this girl was a very, very pretty girl. Of course she was very busty, and that's why I was like even interested in her. And I realized, you know what? I'll never have a chance with you. The main reason is because when I left the house, I wasn't as presentable, because I'm literally running to the store. And I'm driving, obviously, a chick's car, so she thinks I'm off the market anyway. And I look ridiculous in it. And so, even though I was sitting there, I was talking to her, I was like, like, I thought in my mind, I'm like, I didn't get myself presentable when I would leave the house to go run errands. Because I'm thinking, hey, I'm just running to Papa John's. Or, hey, I'm just running to the store. Or, hey, I'm just running to the gas station or whatever, right? But then I realized that when I got the caddy back, I would actually get ready just to leave the house. And so maybe this is one of those things where you start thinking about, we talk about butterfly effect. Let's say I had my car and I was more presentable. Maybe there's a possibility I could have pulled up and she was like, oh, okay. Sees me get out, we talk, she opens the door for me, we talk. It could have been this long thing. And that's the crazy thing, that I actually look at the possibilities of relationships with people. Because here's the thing. At one point, everyone in your life, except for family members, there was a point where you met that person. How did you guys meet? The way I met Jill was I was a bouncer at a nightclub, and she was there, and she got drunk, and I ended up dropping her off at her house afterwards. So, every interaction that you have with people, unless it's family, which is pretty much guaranteed you're going to have to interact with them, it could be something as simple as we're waiting in line at the bank and the line's long and we end up talking to each other, and then it blossoms from there, Aziz Ansari's did a stand-up about, during a stand-up he actually talked about this. He was saying, hey, this guy, his roommate, ate some bad food, and so he had to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. When he went to Bed Bath & Beyond, he ended up meeting someone that ended up being his wife, and they had kids and blah, blah, blah. And he would have never gone to Bed Bath & Beyond if it wasn't for his roommate eating some bad tacos and fucking up the toilet. Shit like that, So, I think a lot of it is the commentary talk about cars, but also I think that now the commentary's kind of gone on this weird, different vibe where it's talking about everything's being set up for, however your story gets told, because of the constant different interactions with other people and seeing what clicks and what doesn't. Maybe if I would have, this girl at the gas station had seen me pull up in my car, in my own car, and I was dressed presentable, maybe it could happen. Probably not. I don't think anybody's ever told the story of their grandkids. Well, I was getting 6 on pump 10, and then your granddad came, and we're like, So, how do you meet? And I'm not even talking about romantic relationships. I'm just talking about relationships as far as like your friends. And a lot of times, you become really good friends with somebody that was an acquaintance of a one-time friend or whatever. Just think about the different ways that you meet people. Think about the different ways you meet people and how you can explain to people, well, how do you know this guy? And you'd be like, oh, I've known, like, one of my best friends, his name's Mike. What up, Mike? I met him through somebody that I don't even talk to anymore, if that makes sense. So, the main thing I wanted to get the gist of is, like, it's just same way with Prestige and Call of Duty, right? Like, I play a lot of Advanced Warfare. I like the game. Some people don't. Some people do. Whatever. But I felt that when I reached my max prestige on it, I was like, well, fucking now what? Like, I didn't feel a fucking bomb feeling from finally sitting Master Prestige. Like, it said in, like, that's pretty cool, but then I'm like, so now what? But with my vehicle and what it represents, and with the ability and freedom to just be like, you know what, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to drive. Do that right now, later on tonight, man. 2 o'clock in the morning. If you're thinking too much, man, just get in your car and go somewhere. Run an errand. I know it sounds silly, but like, go to a gas station 5 gas stations away and buy an air freshener for your car and put it on, and then drive back and talk to someone new. Talk to someone random. I don't know. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, Sunday Show Commentary. I hope you guys have a great night. Peace and buckries.
Switching sides. Search and destroy.
Before we get into the video, this is the most ridiculous dance-off
Defend the objective.
ever. A lot of times people say, Blade, what the fuck? You've used this game before. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I get accused of that all the time, like it's the worst sin in the world. I don't reuse games. If I upload a game with the commentary on, I feel like that's a one and done thing. I don't reuse games or try to trick you. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because that's a commonly asked question. It's right up there with, are you the real ONLYUSEmeBLADE? Aren't you black? And how do you get the tack knife? Shit like that, okay? Those are like commonly asked questions. And people commonly say, dude, you're reusing this game. I've seen this. You know what I mean? Like, I remember back in Black Ops 1 days, I would upload a Summit gameplay. People would, Blade, you've already uploaded this gameplay. What an asshole. What a jerk face. And I'm just like, no, Summit is a good map, and I end up getting good scores on that, and a knife only, so it might look the same, but they're not the same games. The only reason why I'm bringing this up, there is a possibility I might have already used this. I don't know. I think because I've uploaded Search and Destroy on this map, that there's a possibility I could have used this. If I am reusing this gameplay, I apologize. I'm sorry. It's not malicious. It's just super fast mode. I guess I'm not doing super fast mode. I guess I just skipped all over that. Premature super fast mode. Anyways, so what would I like to see in Black Ops 3? People have been asking a lot of questions. Do you want exosuits to be there, or exosuits not to be there? It doesn't matter either way. If there's exosuits, I'll use them. If there's no exosuits, the thing is that it's not like they're going to give the enemy team exosuits and me nothing. Like, so whatever happens, if there's exosuits, we'll use them. If not, then I'll make it do what it do. I'm like a knifing giraffe, man. I adjust to the games each year to figure out how I can do my thing. Okay, and also warning. I'm a knifer. I'm a weirdo, so like a lot of my opinions on this stuff don't really matter because I'm not a shooter. Like, there's certain games that people love that I absolutely hate because it's more difficult or more frustrating to knife in. Main things that I would like to see. This is just opinions. Good connections, good netcode. Let's see that. I personally think that they need to tweak the sound. I don't know why the sound engine in Call of Duty 4 and World at War is 100 times better than the sound engines of every Call of Duty that's came out after Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was a good sound engine. Actually, I despise Modern Warfare 2, but the hit detection of Modern Warfare 2 and the sound engine of Modern Warfare 2 is dope. So let's work on the sound. I got a nice headset. I've had headsets over the years. I think headsets are actually more beneficial to the gamer so that they don't annoy other people, so you're not just hearing loud gunshots sounding like there's going war in your bedroom. And also, give me a reason to use the dead silence perk. Give me a reason to utilize half of the game, because it's audio and video. And when you basically make the audio shit, then it's just like, well, that's half the experience. I'm curious to know what are the projectiles, because over the years, ever since Modern Warfare 2 with the throwing knife, I've learned to either throw a throwing knife or a combat knife or an axe, and in this game it's spike drones. I don't really care what time it takes place in, man. As far as like what setting it takes place, I don't give a shit. Okay? I just want good maps good netcode, and decent sound. If we can get all those things, all the gun balance and all that other kind of stuff, I could figure it out. I would prefer a rush friendly game. I.e., there's certain games where the health is so low that if you run out there, you're just going to get murked. So people sit in corners. Advanced Warfare was a great game for the mere fact that if you sit in a corner, you're going to get shit on, which is awesome if you think about it. So let's quickly go down the list of things that I would like to see. I would like to see good maps with good color. I know that sounds weird, but like I want good colors. I want vibrant, happy colors. I don't want it to be like a gay barbershop, but I want it to be like something pleasing to the eye, because we're going to be staring at these maps for a while, especially, you know, even with all the map packs and stuff like that. So good maps, good netcode, good level design, fix your fucking audio. And also, let's talk about skill-based matchmaking. Okay? I think that skill-based matchmaking would make sense, but you have to like appropriate it with connection. Okay? I think they need to look at it. They need to realize that connection, not only is it a local thing, but it's also a thing as internet service providers. I might have someone down the street that uses like a Dish Network while I'm using Xfinity, while another person is using Fios, and even though we all have gangster internet, we're not necessarily going to have the best of connections. So connections, levels, sound, give me some projectiles, make the shit look pretty, and let's have a fun game. Alright guys, huddle up, team up, everybody like this video, and break. Peace, buckers. Only use me blade, and I'm a pretty progressive thinker, but then there's also some things that I just refuse to adopt. I refuse to adopt certain things, man, and that might be a sign of getting old. I think that old people, for the most part, they're able to be cool and hip, and they're able to download majority of the updates, because in this society that we live in, we have constant updates. At one point, it was cool to own slaves, and now I think we all have gotten the official update that no, that's not cool to put down another human being like that. But some people don't update, and every once in a while there'll be a little minor update that just doesn't quite stick. And then as you get older in life, I feel that your ability not to download every update, like right now I'm using Windows 7 when I should be using Windows 8, and the Mac side of my Mac is whatever. It doesn't matter. But basically, sometimes you just refuse to update, man. And also, at the same time, I don't think that my father or my great-grandfather or whatever should really have an indication of how good of a person I am, even though I am a descendant of them. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Ben Affleck recently got in trouble for, apparently they did a documentary on PBS. In the documentary, they discover that one of Ben Affleck's people is a slave owner, like one of his like great whatever's uncle's third cousin. I don't know the whole thing, but basically a family member in his line of Affleck's, his line of Affleck's, one of his family members was a slave owner. And the shitty thing about this is not that his great whatever distant relative was once a slave owner. The fact is that he had to ask the company or the news reporter or whatever you want to call it, hey, could you maybe leave that out, because I'm not really proud of that part of my family history. And they did. But then there was this thing where a bunch of emails got leaked. And in those emails was the correspondence between Affleck and the news producer. And so now he's getting flack because he tried to cover it up. But it's like, it's called fruit from a poison tree. If you guys don't know what fruit from a poison tree is, this, okay? Fruit from a poison tree is like, if you, let's say you're in your car and you have a dead body in the car, right? You have a dead body in the car. But the reason why the guy pulled you over was illegal, okay? He just said, oh, that's a black dude, so I don't like black people. Or I don't know. I don't know how we can fucking fruit from poison tree explain it, but fruit from poison tree is like an illegal search of something, and then when you find whatever you find out of that, doesn't matter what you find, it's no good. You can't use it. And so this idea that someone, WikiLeaks or whatever, can hack in and take emails and showcase emails, and now instead of Ben Affleck being like, I don't fucking care what I said, I didn't say anything bad. All I said was just please omit this because it's embarrassing. And now Ben Affleck's the fucking bad guy? But the people that fucking hack the shit and expose the shit, we're not saying anything about them, man. And also, here's the thing. Like, I know you guys say this is really, really bad, but like, double sit down. But like... people used to own slaves back in the day. It's not a fucking, probably my people, my great grandparents, if they weren't from America or what, I don't know. They probably owned slaves too. That's just how the world was. And progressively, as you go through life, you learn what's right and what's wrong. And certain wrong things are considered right in society, and then we kind of evolved as a society. But also at the same time, I don't think you need to download every update, if that makes sense. So is Ben Affleck a bad person because his great-great-great-grandparents were slave owners? No. If he was trying to be a slave owner now, that'd be kind of fucked up, you know what I mean? But I really don't like this concept or this idea that everything that our way far past relatives did, why we have to pay for the sins of our fathers. I don't get that. And I don't really like the concept of downloading every single update that society has for us. You can't do anything. You can't do anything because somehow it offends or pisses off someone. And it's like, I'm cool with everyone being in harmony, but I'm not cool with trying to please 100% of the people, if that makes sense. I don't know why people are focused on pleasing 100% of the people when really there's like a bajillion people on Earth, and even if you please half of them, as long as you're happy, it shouldn't fucking matter, man. So I'm just saying, don't download every update. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't just succumb to everything and think just because, immediately Ben Affleck, slave owner, Ben Affleck bad, monkey, robot. It's just like, no, fucking think for yourself, man. Look at the whole thing, and I think we should stop paying for the sins of our fathers, okay? I'm sure that my dad was a fucking awesome dude, and I'm sure his great-grandparents was an awesome dude, and there's probably some shitty ones, but that doesn't mean judge me based off that character, if you kind of get what I'm saying. The first part of this game, I actually had a super fast mode because it happened during my stream, and I popped a popper and it went up my nose. I think I might have fucked my nose up, but it's all for the hype. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace, and Buckery's mouse click. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. And I know gameplay commentaries dead. The police officer came by and be like, "There's been a murder. The gameplay Call of Duty commentary scene is officially dead, and you're still fucking with it. So what is that called? What is that called when you fuck with dead people? Not rigor mortis, necrophilia or whatever. So, but I still fucks with it, keeping the dream alive." And I think Call of Duty commentary is dead. Let's just say that right now. So from here on out, we got to figure out a way for the Blade YouTube channel to continue, whether it be smoking weed in the back of my car vlogs with other YouTubers, or ninja fapping or something. There needs to be something else besides gameplay commentaries, because this shit isn't working. But I've kept it real with you from day one. I fucking hate knifers. I really do. And I know you guys think, wow, what a hypocrite, Blade. The snipers are my kryptonite, man. They are. I don't get it. But, statement. Boom. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is the best Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. Soak that in. Suck it up. Just accept it. All these thoughts are my opinion. There's different things. There's what is the most fun Call of Duty game, what is the best Call of Duty game, what's the most balanced Call of Duty game, what's the Call of Duty game you have the most memories on, blah, 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 blah. It's really hard to gauge, and there really is no right answer. But my opinion is that, besides Call of Duty 4, which is the best Call of Duty of all time, and you're going to get that double spectrum hype, this comes second. It really does. Let's quickly go down the line. World at War was a reskin Call of Duty 4, and the only thing positive they had about it was zombies. But honestly, World at War was Call of Duty 4 with some old school map texturing. Now, it's kind of like playing, what is that game? It's kind of like playing Grand Theft Auto and then going playing, like, what is that old-ass game in the fucking desert? Red Dead Redemption. Okay, I know, let's just piss off everybody in this commentary. Fuck it, I'm with you. So we got Call of Duty 4, best Call of Duty of all time. It's not really up for debate. It's scientifically proven. We got World at War, which is a reskin. We got Modern Warfare 2, which best hit detection, really smooth game, but there's a lot of stuff that just broke the game. And I don't know why everyone thought that was the best shit ever. It really wasn't. It was one of the worst Call of Duties of all time. Then we got Black Ops 1, which is actually a really good Call of Duty. It was a really solid, good Call of Duty. The problem was it was so balanced, it was fucking boring. What came after Black Ops 1? Black Ops 1, then Modern Warfare 3, worst Call of Duty of all time. Absolute worst Call of Duty of all time. Then after that came Black Ops 2, which is actually a really cool Call of Duty because it took all the goodness of Black Ops 1 and then improved upon it. Kind of like a Goodfellas to Casino, a Scarface to Carlito's Way type of situation. Black Ops 2 was really good, except for the camera angles were a little weird, and sniping was fucking overpowered. And then we went to Ghost, and then after Ghost we came to this. Now, all these years of Call of Duty, we had... It's hard to please everyone. But what Advanced Warfare did is that they took Call of Duty and they fucking improved it, okay? The maps with the exosuits, I think, was executed flawlessly, okay? If you've tried to play Advanced Warfare on the non-exo on the non-exo place, it doesn't really work. But they've created a game and took it to a different level. I think the exosuits improve the game, and it's the only thing I think they could have done to bring life into a game. A lot of people say, but it's boring. Maybe you're bored of Call of Duty. We've been playing Call of Duty for a lot of years. I'm not bored with it. Supervised, what up? But I know a lot of people are bored with it, so I think Advanced Warfare gets a bad rap. In Advanced Warfare, I never feel like I get fucked over. And that's just me personally. I think the hit detection's good. I think the time to kill is appropriate. Obviously, as a knifer, I want the longest time to kill as possible so I can bum rush people. But I think that Advanced Warfare's time to kill is good. And also, I feel like I can melt people, but I'm not getting melted. I don't know how they fucking figure that out. So the combination of the exosuits and the map design's key. The exosuits and the map design. I'm not saying there's not bad parts of it, okay? First off, anybody complaining about, everyone just uses the ASM, whatever gun that is, and, the BAL. It's just like, well, every Call of Duty is going to have the go-to gun. There has to be a go-to gun. There has to be a gun that's better than everybody else, You can't really name a Call of Duty where there's not a go-to gun. So, I think it's people they're complaining about Call of Duty being the same, but they don't want to learn an extra exponential factor of it, which is the exosuits, which makes the game actually better. Because for the movement, if you camp for kill streaks, you're not going to like Advanced Warfare. It forces you to play in a certain way, and if you don't like it, then you can't say it's a bad game. It just doesn't fit your play style. So I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off, but really, if you're going to get pissed off about this, then I don't know what to tell you. Best game since Call of Duty 4, ONLYUSemeBLADE. Peace, butt grease, mouse click. I'm streaming. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE. You guys, you YouTube people, are fortunate. I'm gonna be forced to get back to my YouTube thing. I got banned on Twitch. Took my shirt off, showing my man nips on the Twitch. Banned for 2 weeks, and I actually can't. I can't stream video game stuff because I got a contract with Twitch. So I'm pretty much no streaming for 2 weeks. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I feel like I should bless you guys with some videos. What you guys bless? The triple, and the knife. Oh my god, that would have been so nasty. Would have been so nasty. I'm going to talk about grinding, okay? And I'm not talking about the everyday struggle of a black man grinding in these streets. I'm talking about video game grinds, okay? Now, there's a difference between just basically playing the fuck out of it until you finally get to what you need. Because I think if you like the video game, you should like playing it. Like, so there's this type of grind, which is me playing Advanced Warfare, which I like. A lot of people don't like it, whatever, but I dig it. I know if I play it enough, eventually I will get Grandmaster Prestige. I think I'm on like 20th or 21 prestiges or something. But I know eventually I will get it. So that is, but it is kind of a grind. You just have to kind of stick to it, you know? But then there's the grind that happens mostly in single player games. Sometimes it happens in multiplayer games. And it's some bullshit that you don't want to do, okay? I don't think anybody wants to get headshots on their fucking Scorpion in order to eventually get that gold Uzi in Call of Duty 4, okay? I don't think anybody wants to do the Angel Pine missions in San Andreas. I can't say I don't think anybody does, because maybe this. I personally don't like the Trevor missions in Grand Theft Auto 5. And so recently I had to restart Grand Theft Auto 5. I was kind of doing it for the fun, and I got the Trevor missions, and I was like, fuck. And you kind of make this, I don't know about what you do, but I kind of make this this pact with me, like this moral talk that I have. Like, listen, I know this sucks, but we just got to do this, get it done. You'll never have to do it again. You're like, never have to do it again? Never have to do it again. And you're sitting there like, okay, this sucks. I should be having fun, but now I got to fucking do this. I'm trying to think of some other game, like Destiny, okay? There's certain things in, like, I remember when Destiny came out and you were looking for ores or toothpicks or what. First off, you Destiny people are fucking weirdos when it comes to your language. You ever talk to a guy that plays Destiny? They're like, the ore sponge pack is dilated, and we're on a raid of sphincter juice, and I don't know what you guys are talking about half the time. The cryption codes of the ore flowers, 17 more ounces of dildo paint, and I got this special spectra. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but for whatever reason, you Destiny folks. And I know it's a generalization, but you guys talk just weird. You guys are just odd peoples. But I remember Destiny was such a grind to like collect all this stuff. I'm like, this isn't gaming. For me, it's not gaming. And so I did it. I got to like level 20 and we played it, and then I got bored with it, and then, whatever. But there's this weird thing in video games where they make you do this bullshit that no one likes to do, and it's just like, why do I have to work this like a part-time job in order to get some camo or to get something like that, you know? When I made the drive from Seattle to Buffalo, New York, I told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm only going to make this drive one more time, and that's when I come back. I'm never driving cross-country again. It's not happening. Sorry. It's not happening. I like myself too much to put myself through that. Okay, I'm not going to do that to you. I'll give you one of the worst grinds or unnecessary bullshit things you have to do in a game, and I thought it was really stupid. Okay, getting Marathon Pro on Black Ops 1. Can anybody give me an amen on this? Because I want to see amen spam in the chat. Because Black Ops 1 Marathon Pro, this is what you got to do. Run 26 miles, okay? Well, that's a form of a grind. You're going to be running anyway, so eventually you'll get it. No worries. Anybody could just keep on playing and get it, you know? First blood medals. Not that difficult. Place, search, and destroy, and just rush and try to get those first kills, and you can get a bunch in a game. So you got to get 10 of those. But the fucking get 10 flag captures and capture the flag, it was the biggest grind annoyance thing ever. First off, capture the flag is not liked by a lot of people. I'm sure there are some die-hard capture the flag guys out there that might get pissed off or whatever. But for the most part, people don't like playing capture the flag. So forcing people to play a game type that they don't like, that's already a big no-no. When the DLC maps come out and they make people play domination when they only really want to play a search, that pisses everyone off. Because Dom players and Search players and free-for-all players, TDM players are all different beasts. So when you make people not play that way in TS, that's a problem. So you're forcing people to play capture the flag in order to get 15 flag captures, even though there's only 3 in a game possible. In order to get that, you know what perk would really, really help? The perk you're actually doing the challenge for to get. So you have people that already have Marathon Pro, and they're trolling because they're just running and grabbing the flag and getting it. When you're like, I just want that. The only people that are actually playing are people that want it. Now not enough people are playing it, so you can't actually get it. And it's just like, fuck you. Why'd you make that so difficult, Vandahar? What are some grinds that you dislike? I'm not talking about just play it forever and eventually get it. What are some stupid grinds that piss you off? ONLYUSemeBLADE, peace and butt grease. Mouse click. I think you're belittling me, Austin, right now. Oh, I hate that. I hate that sickness. Yeah, I think they do. Abraham, if it doesn't, Abraham, I will pause the playlist and play a song for you. What? What? Did that just happen? Did I get the pullback on the spike on him? Holy shit! Bitches know the planes got it. You can't do a thing about it. I did! That's the nastiest shit ever! And that ain't gonna change. No, I'm not recording! No! Yeah.
Switching sides.
No!
Search and destroy.
I don't have my fucking... No! I don't have my fucking Elgato up! Son of a bitch! No! Video on demand. Okay. Guys. I'm stopping the stream and restarting the stream. Just so I can get the video on demand highlight, okay? See you. Search and destroy on the AW. How's it going, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE, and we're going to get into this game of Search and Destroy. Actually, this is the second round, and right now what we're going to do is we're going to shoutcast it. I got that all purple, look like a big old grape, fat grape, loosen weight blade. Oh my god, run up the stairs. Let's get that super fast mode on, that overclock. Not that overclock, we're not playing Black Ops 3, we're playing that Advanced Warfare. I still like Advanced Warfare. You, on the ground, stay there. Think about that, with that spike drone in your mouth. Go! Okay, so we got that one guy. Okay, you know what? And that guy over there, he needs to sit down. He needs to sit down. Rank number 15. That's a new age consent for the hype. It's not age consent for sex. It's age consent for the hype. You can be 15. You can actually be younger than 15 or older than 15. That guy, he needs to get that spike drone, but he doesn't get it. He's unwilling. He's not consenting to the hype. And you know what? He wants a hug. But fuck you. Fuck hugs. And then, now, okay, supply drop. I don't need supply drops. And that guy. So, sit down. Let's get into the game. Let me clear my throat. We got the A-dub search and destroy hype. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE. Only use me blade. Guys, like that deep voice, that vagina rocker, sit on the speaker, get off. As I go off, as I play this search and destroy, as I play the A-dub. I get it. Some people don't like A-dub. I think it's fucking dope. Whatevers. So I'm moving. And see, here's the way it works, guys. You guys have been asking for a setup video, and normally I don't do a setup video until I'm about to leave the place, because I'm a procrastinator, and that's just how things go down. This is Advanced Warfare Search and Destroy game. I think I get 17 kills, make some people sit down. There's even an AFK guy, and he is away from the life, because I murdered him in cold blood. But yeah, so I'm moving. So I currently live, the double sit down. I currently live in the Seattle area. I'm not going to say my exact location. Can't be showing up on the radar for you stockheads. But yeah, so I live in the Seattle area, and I got this notice about, it's actually been a while since I got it, but basically my apartment complex gave me and my roommate, basically said, hey, you gotta go. You got to go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Fuck you. literally it said "fuck you" on the. It's not an eviction notice. Basically, what's going on is a little quadrant of our apartment complex. Everyone has to move out, and we're all on month to month. If you guys don't know how apartment leases work, a lot of times you sign like either a 6-month or a 1-year lease or whatever, and then after that you kind of go month to month, just to kind of see how things are going on. You know, just kind of friend zone it a little bit, kind of just just chill, just don't want to put any labels on it. I know we live here, but don't want to put any labels on it. And they're redoing the entire section, and so everyone's got to go. Fire sale. Get your blunderbuss. Anyways, yeah, so we gotta go. And I've been looking at places, and it's interesting. Now, like I said before, normally when I do a setup video, I do it right before I have to move out of the place that I just moved into. But I think what I'm actually going to do is I am going to do a setup video for the current place I've been staying at since December of 2014. And then after that, the whole process of moving. I'm staying in the Washington area. A lot of you guys, the two most biggest questions that I get, one of them is something that is my fault. You guys asked for that Sunday chill commentary. You know what, guys? I really haven't been chill. Blade hasn't had that chill bug. You know what I mean? I forget to smoke weed. Sometimes I'm too lazy to roll a blunt, and that's what I need. That's my medicine. And you fucking dirty pothead hippie Blade. But I haven't really been doing Sunday chill commentaries, and that's got to change. I apologize about that. The other thing is, people say, where the hell is the Bad Kid Cast? And move back to Buffalo, Blade. Move back to Buffalo. Why don't you move back to Buffalo? Make the Bad Kid Cast and make me happy. It's like, well, I understand that a lot of people. See, the Bad Kid Cast is an interesting group of people. The people that are really, really passionate about the Bad Kid Cast. Let me know why, or if, or are you, or is you, or have you ever been a fan of the Bad Kid Cast? For whatever reason, there's not a lot of you. There's a lot of you guys in the whole scheme of things, but there's not the biggest percentage of you guys are fans of the Bad Kid Cast. But the people that are fans of the Bad Kid Cast are like, this is the greatest thing ever. So, while Keem's doing his drama alert and I'm doing my YouTube and my Twitch, we are separated by an entire nation of hype. But no, I'm not going back to Buffalo. And I've talked to Keem, and he's not moving to Seattle. So Bad Kid Cast it's never going to end. It's like a glorious unicorn of hype that's never going to end. But I'm not moving to Buffalo. The winters there sucked. The only thing to do there is drink. And even though I still partake in a little bit of drinking here and there, I am trying to stay away. Sit down. I'm trying to stay away from all that. I'm trying to stay away from that scene. But, whatevs. So yeah. I am moving. I actually kind of found a place, and this is actually going to be the first time that I'm going to be moving into a place and have my old place still, because I want to be able to clean up and get my fatty deposit. You guys, just like there are groups of people that I'm interested in the comments. Write this down. What level of Blade, or what type of Blade fan are you? Are you the commentary Blade fan? Are you the gun game reaction Blade fan? Are you the Sunday Chill commentary Blade fan? Are you a Twitch streaming Blade fan? Are you a drunk stream Blade fan? Are you a Twitter Blade fan? Are you a Pinterest Blade fan? Are you a Bad Kid Cast Blade fan? How are you a viewer? That's my curious thing. What do you guys need from me to make sure that you are motherfucking happy? That's my question to you. And also, I don't know what's been going on, but I've been getting this weird thing where there's like an update. Oh yeah, and also you should do the thing. You should unsubscribe and resubscribe and do the thing where you get notifications when I actually do make a video, so don't get lost in the sea of shitty videos. If that kind of makes sense. I'll remember to put directions on what you need to do in order to. There's like this little bell. Like if you go on like the app on your phone, there's like this little bell when you go to my channel that's basically saying, you know what? When Blade uploads video, fucking I want singing her Sriracha band. That sounds super racist that I compared a singing Mexican band to Sriracha sauce. Sriracha mayo is bomb. Just saying, just put that out there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm moving. Expect setup videos. Expect streamage. I'm actually going to be streaming over on Twitch and StreamMe. Definitely follow me over on StreamMe. Definitely follow me over on Twitch. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and but greed. You got me feeling the emotions. That's how I sing. Fuck you, phone. Ruin the commentary. Do it over again. Bye now. Mouse click. Boom! What's up, guys? Only use me blade. Only use me blade. One of the things in 2 videos ago, I asked, what did you guys like? And a lot of people are like, I miss just your commentaries, bro. I miss your commentaries, man. Come on, give it to me. I need it. I need the gun game reactions. I need the commentaries. I need the Sunday chills. This is a gameplay commentary, and how that works is I take a really good game and I talk over it, and I inflate my Call of Duty ego. So I play Search and Destroy. Let's talk about Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy, in a way, is a perfect game type, at least for me, at least for what I do. I remember one time someone's like, well, he just does a knife-only Search and Destroy because it's more of like a ninja's paradise, just to sound whore people and run around and this and that. I just find that the pacing of a Call of Duty is really important. And if a Call of Duty game is really fast-paced, I think it makes for a perfect pace of Search and Destroyness, just so that you could, you could isolate situations. I've always looked at Search and Destroy as chess. If you look at each round, if you take out a guy, well, I know you took out a guy, so maybe I could take out you, and vice versa. And the initial rush routes that you go through, and then after that, it becomes a numbers game. How many people do you have left versus how many people you have? The best feeling in the world is fucking clutching it. The best feeling in the world, well, I mean, pussy's pretty bomb. But, I mean, the second best feeling in the world is, is being in a clutch situation in Search and Destroy. And for whatever reason, I had a video where I was going completely ham, and it was a 1v5 situation, and I almost clutched it. But I think that, almost doesn't count. Sit down, and the defuse. Nice little 7-0 start to begin the game. But no, seriously, man, like, Search and Destroy is like football. And the reason, and I'm talking about American football, I'm not talking about European football or soccer. I don't want to start that whole debate on what the names are. But American football, if you want to say, it's like, okay, on your mark, get set, go. Everyone go. All right, let's see what happens. And then the ball goes down, and then we try that again. Then you have 4 chances to do it. Boom. I didn't really play Black Ops 3 Search and Destroy, partly because it was a long time before you get dead silence. We had limited time with the beta. But the cool thing that I saw was that they actually list like who's alive and who's dead or whatever, like how many people are left alive versus you. So if you're in a clutch situation, you don't have to hit that select button or start button or whatever. You can just go, boom, okay, I know that there's 3 people left, I'm the last person standing. But doesn't your dick get a little hard when it says, get to it, Marine, you're the only one left? Or I personally think it would be dope if you could, the announcer voices, why don't we have all the announcer voices from all the CODs, or maybe even just from the Treyarch CODs or whatever. So get the spike drone to your melon, son. Think about that. Let me know how that works out for you. I think it'd be fucking dope, dude, if we could have the voice announcer sounds from other Call of Duties. Because, like, me personally, my favorites is the COD 4. My favorite game is COD 4. Being a dead bush, we get that. But I just remember playing COD 4 and they're like, get to it, Marine. And there's this really weird sound at the start of some Search and Destroy games where it sounds like let's go, but it sounds like Rizzo. And it sounds like, honestly, it sounds like my roommate Jill yelling from the other room, Rizzo, like, come here, we need to do this or whatever, I don't know. But let's get to it. As the title says, this is a Search and Destroy game where I get 22 stabberinos. Okay, remind me never to say the word stabberinos, because that sounds really like plumber porn awkward. Sit down. And this one is sexy. I wanted to make a point that you thought I was going to hit him with that spike drone, right? Nope. What about this one? Got him, coach. Got him, coach. Sit down. I feel so bad because that is a career ender, and he didn't get a proper retirement. He didn't get his final game. His career is just done. The poor noob's career is just done. But yeah, so this is my best search and destroy kill-wise that I've ever gotten. And it doesn't, I mean, with the whole number of rounds, it doesn't, that's like an asterisk, you know what I mean? That's asterisk on the thing saying how many kills that I got. Oh, sit down. I love the corners. I love Advanced Warfare, goddammit. I really do. Sit down. Oh my God. You little purple shirt wearing, rodeo clown riding jerk face. Let me clear my throat. But yeah, man, so I end up getting 22 kills in this game and still lose. And I don't know if that's like a metaphor for life, man, but like I feel, obviously I could have maybe ran some better routes or whatever, but it's still 22 knife kills. That one's sexy. Sit down. Ooh. Kill him, B. Get him. And this guy, and then I don't know about you guys. I don't know if any of you guys still play Advanced Warfare. I do. Oh, that would have been so nasty if I would have got that. But I feel that sometimes when you're in a situation where you like spot someone and you have the little Metal Gear Solid, and like they get spotted, sometimes they'll jump and juke, and it's just like, fucking magician, where did you go? What happened to you? A lot of times I just give up. Like, you'll see that. Like, a lot of times I'll just be like, you know what? You're jumping through the moon and off walls and shit like that. I'm going to let you be. I'm going to go find another person. Maybe someone's sitting in a corner. 22 kills, but lost in the S&Ders. What the deuce diggler is going on here? I was deflated. Like, Patriots football. Couldn't believe it. I ranked up a lot. I did well. I knifed some people. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. As long as I knife people and annoy someone out there, my job is done. ONLYUSemeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Anal. Back to the Future 2. So, Back to the Future is a Robert Zemeckis movie. I think it was like 89 or 90, and I remember seeing that movie when I was a kid and thinking this is the dopest movie of all time. It incorporated some amazing things. It incorporated Michael J. Fox. For whatever reason, I just thought Michael J. Fox was the shit. And he probably still is the shit, but I just thought that he was just the coolest motherfucker ever. I thought I was Marty McFly, man. I really just connected with that character. And then it also dealt with something that I have always had a huge fascination with, which is time travel, which is the concept of time traveling. If you can get past the whole idea that it is fucking impossible. I'm not trying to destroy your dreams here, but time travel is impossible, because if time traveling was real, then we would have fucked it up. I've talked about this a lot with the butterfly effect. I know it sounds like a fucking broken record, man, but Butterfly Effect could be one of my favorite movies of all time, because it deals with the concept of, if you were to go back, every little change that you would make could potentially have drastic outcomes. A quick example of this is, let's say that you got into a bad car accident that completely changed the course of your life. Well, what if you didn't have toilet paper? A couple hours beforehand, you didn't have toilet paper on the roll, and you had to do like this little crab walk out into the, to get more toilet paper, and then you wiped your butt and you washed your hands, and that extra like 15 seconds or whatever, however long it took you to manipulate that, well, that means that you wouldn't have been at that little cross street when you got hit by that truck, and then that would have forever changed your life. So a little small thing like not having toilet paper, that little change could completely change your life forever. There's lots of variables. So I love that. I love the butterfly effect, and I love the concept and the idea of, time travel, which is impossible because if it was, then we'd just keep on going back and then rinse and repeat, and the world would pretty much explode. And I know that seems like a complex situation, but you know, as a kid, you can't really wrap your mind around that. I just love the concept of time travel movies, and it just fucking interests me. So Back to the Future, the trilogy, was dope. And so the reason why I'm even bringing this up, obviously I talk about movies and stuff like that. The reason why I'm bringing up Back to the Future 2 is because today, if you did not know, today is the day that in Back to the Future 2, when they time travel, they actually time travel to this date today that's currently. So a lot of people have been looking at it and be like, well, what are some things that Back to the Future, Robert Zemeckis, and the Back to the Future crew, what are some of the things that they got right? And what are some of the things that we just don't have yet? And what I mean by that is, like, you know, the movie was made in like 89 or 90, so they kind of had to guess, just assume what it's going to be like in the future. Some things they got right. Some things they got, like the Skype, or you know what? I'm going to take a different approach. I don't think that it's something that they got right. It's some things that us as a society and with technology that we got correct, or we've caught up to, because I think all the things in Back to the Future eventually are going to happen. It just, have we made those technological strides to make those things happen? So the world's really just based around, can we be as cool as Back to the Future 2? We don't have the amazing self-laces. We don't have the hoverboards. We have like these little personal Segway things, but that's not the same thing. I want a fucking hoverboard, man. I want to hover. God damn it. We don't have flying cars. We definitely don't have time travel, and we don't have the goddamn pizza, man. What I mean by that is we don't have the pizza that's the size of a hockey puck that you're able to put in a little oven thing and it like completely zaps, nuclear microwaves it, and it makes a beautiful, amazing pizza in like 5 seconds. And they had that in Back to the Future 2, but they apparently didn't. Let's get this plan. Now, the upcoming right now, I'm going to stop talking about Back to the Future for a hot second, because I want you guys to see this shot. And when I was streaming, a lot of people didn't even see this. They're not even paying attention to the A-dub. But I thought this was fucking dope. What? Sit down, Sheboygan! Sorry for getting loud. Sorry for waking up your neighbors. Let's look at that. Super slow mo. Got him, coach. Got him! But you know what I mean? Like they talked about some of like the pricing, like what things cost or whatever. And in a way, they kind of got that wrong, because they told them to go get a soda and it costs $50. So it doesn't quite cost $50. And have you noticed that like the value menus at fast food places, they haven't really increased? Like there's certain things that don't increase, like value menu stuff. Like it's still going to be $1, like the dollar menu. Even though the dollar menu is kind of going away now, it's like the $2 menu. But they also, like the price of weed hasn't really gone up, especially with inflation. So if you think about it, the price of weed's actually gone down because inflation's gone up, but weed stayed the same. If you really, really ponder that. One cool thing, and I want to get this, is that the magazines and the newspapers and stuff like that in the movie kept on changing. And USA Today, in an effort to still be relevant, they actually released the actual headline from the movie when they crash into the thing in the water. They actually released that. I think that's pretty cool. If you haven't seen Back to the Future 2, watch it. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace. Buck grease. Bye.
Hey man, shout out to all my squad, nigga. Shout out all my gang, nigga. You know, them who's Bill Lundy, you know, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, nigga. That's the nigga. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, he the fucking nigga. He don't pull no motherfucking gay triggers. He just run up in your house with that knife. Slash, motherfucker, don't think twice. Cut, nigga, fuck you in the butt, nigga. Peace and butt grease, that's what's up, nigga. We don't play, nigga. We fuck gays, nigga. Fuck them all the time. Fuck them days, nigga. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, he the real fuck nigga. knives, fuck a gun. He what's up, nigga? Got them ticks, got them Glocks that don't care, nigga. He gon' run up on you, stab you in your underwear, nigga. He don't care, nigga. He got all the hoes, nigga. Fuck you in the ass, nigga. He don't care, nigga. He got all the cash, nigga. He stream on TwitchTV.com. That's what's up, nigga. Subscribe. He don't care. Drive a Cadillac, nigga. He gon' fuck your bitch and tell her what's up, nigga. He got knives, big knives everywhere, nigga. He worked for Cutco back when he was a young nigga. That's what's up, nigga. Fuck your mother, nigga. He knows gays, nigga. He get paid, nigga. No sick days, nigga. Fuck what you say, nigga. Ride with that nigga till he die. Fuck that shit, I'm a real nigga. I'm a drill nigga. Cool in the trap with my dudes, nigga. Watching only use me blade live stream. That's a real nigga. He don't care, nigga. Run up and fuck you, nigga. I can't rap, nigga. I can't really rap, nigga. I can't rap, nigga. But I'm from the trap, nigga. Make 100 stacks, make that money fast, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck your crew, nigga. I'm 600 breezy squad. What is you, nigga? You ain't shit, nigga. Step yourself, nigga. Check yourself, nigga. Before you wreck yourself, nigga. Only use me blade, motherfucking guard status. That nigga don't give a fuck. You cut your off hand, nigga.
Package on standby. Kill confirmed. Launching care package. Enemy bombing run overhead. Kill confirmed.